Hi, I'm Brad, the manager here at Ken's Sewing Center. Back in 2005, Brother came out with a domestic commercial machine, which is the PR series of sewing machines. We went to training on these machines, learned how to operate them, learned how to work on them. And over the years, we've seen some things that customers run into commonly and things that we can help you fix. So we're gonna make a series of videos to show you different things that we can adjust and fix on these sewing machines. So if you give us a call, you got an issue, we can direct you to a video to help you solve your problem. We hope this helps you, and please check us out. Thank you. Now we're going to look at our tension springs on our machine. The tension springs I've seen break or get bent from time to time, and there's an easy way to check this. When you pull your thread through your tension, it should have a little bit of a give to it. You should feel a spring. It's going to move about 1/4 to 1/2 an inch and pull back up. If you pull it down and it comes to a dead stop and doesn't move back up, you need to check your tension springs. A lot of times if your machine is not cutting correctly on just 1 or 2 colors, that could be a sign of a tension spring. Or if your tension is not consistent all the way across, you've got 1 or 2 that are giving you tension problems, we may recommend that you look at your tension spring, and I'm going to show you how to do that now. To check and replace our tension spring, we're going to need to loosen these 2 screws. We're not going to take them all the way out. We're just going to loosen them up a little bit. So we're going to loosen those. And after we do that, we're going to be able to just take our left hand behind this plastic, pull out on it a little bit, and remove this off of here. Our tension springs are going to be on the back side here. So to get to those, we're going to have to remove these 4 screws. Now we're going to remove the 4 screws that holds our tension springs on. Okay, now that we have the screws out, we can remove this, but this is going to be important to look at here. In the top of every one of these different pieces, it has a little notch that goes inside a groove here. So when we put it back together, we need to make sure and get each one of those in there. So we can just lift this up out here. And then we have all of our tension springs. We can look at all these tension springs from the side here, and we can look down through there and see if any of those are bent. If you do see one that's bent, each one of these tension springs is going to have a screw that holds it in place. So if we have one that's bent, we can just take the screw out that holds it in and remove that one piece off of there. Okay, now I'm going to show you the difference in a tension spring that's correct and one that's bent. If you'll notice, this tension spring here is springy, it's sitting flat, straight across. That's correct. This is a tension spring that is bent. You can see it's kind of out of place and not sitting in there correctly. So we're going to replace our bent tension spring. If you'll notice, before you get started, we have several holes here. You'll see that that spring is sticking through one of these holes. It's on the far left hole on this one. It's important to make sure that it goes back in the same hole that we took it out of, and I'll show you a little bit closer up when we start doing this. So we're going to remove this screw. And there's our spring. Our spring's going to sit down in here, and you see that these holes are there, and it fits right in that hole. So with our new tension spring compared to our bent tension spring, with our new tension spring, we're going to put it down inside here and make sure it's in the same hole that it was when we started. Then we're going to take our spring and spring load it and put it behind that clip. Once we have that done, we can put it back where it goes. So the spring is going to go behind the black piece. It's set down inside there. That white clip is going to go in that hole. And we're going to rotate it until our spring is sitting flat. Once we do this, we can just replace our screw. Once we get our screw started, we can rotate this that way to where our spring is going to sit flat. We're just going to snug that up. And when we get done, our spring should be sitting just like that and have a good range of motion. Okay, now we're going to put this back together. We're just going to take that, put it in place. It's a good idea to have a magnetic screwdriver to do this part. So we're just going to put our screw back in here. Just snug that up. Again, we don't want to over tighten anything here. Just get it good and snug. So at this point, we're going to put our tension spring unit back into the front cover of our machine. If you'll notice here, all of these little clips go inside these little slots. So first thing we're going to have to do is we're going to have to slide this down to get it in. And then we're going to slide this back up to get all these clips in these slots. And once we get it in place, they'll all be good and secure. Then we're going to replace our screws. Then after we get done with that, we're just going to make sure that these are all in these slots correctly and everything looks right, and we're ready to replace this. When we replace our front cover, you're going to notice that there's going to be a slot there and a slot there. Then on your machine, you have a pin here and a pin here. Those go inside of each other. So what I like to do is I like to go ahead and get this started on here. Then reach in, pull out on this side, and make sure it gets over those clips good. Then we can tighten our two screws back. And that's how you replace a tension spring. We're your one-stop shop here at Ken's Sewing Center. We've got the people to help you, we've got the product, and we've got the deals. So give us a call. Thank you.